in the morning. Its stream is recorded, so I can share it with you later. Yeah. I had a discussion in the Russian chat in the morning, and people are like complaining that the price is bad and so on and so forth. But okay, at this stage it really doesn't matter, guys. Okay, what's next? Because I have some notes today. Wait. Yeah. Yeah, today people were asking about some Waves transfers. There is a new wrap token for Waves on Ethereum with Pepe Team. So the collateral is moved from the old bridges because it's like Waves wrapped. So you keep Waves that backs wrapped Waves in Ethereum. And now it is transferred to the new token. People were asking why we should have this wrap token. I think it happened, like it just happened, because some exchanges did not want to list Waves. Actually, that was FTX. They wanted to charge us $1.5 million for a native Waves integration. And they were so like important back then, so that we basically agreed to create some kind of wrap token. And then we had an idea to have like multiple Waves on the same exchange, like Waves Ethereum version. I think it's on KuCoin now. So we have to maintain it. And since we have these new bridges in the ecosystem, bridges, and everything should be transferred to those bridges, this is what's happening. So don't be surprised. So you will have, if you have wrapped Waves, not on exchanges, but just like in your MetaMask, you will have to swap it, and exchanges should swap it on their own, just from their cold wallets. Yes, so what's coming next week? I think we will have some clarity, more clarity regarding the projects that are launching, because as you know, several projects received DAO funding, and they are like releasing products or like prototypes or like betas. Xly team. Xly is a liquidity aggregator, basically, where you can also do leveraged yield farming. They launched their product. There is no token yet because it should like work for some time before the token is launched. But those launches are coming, so I think we will have more clarity regarding this. Also, I think finally there's going to be some VC announcement. I'm not like cheating you regarding VCs. There is some process happening under the hood. There's going to be something, I think, next week, because they sent me the press release just now that they want to publish. Yes. What else? The most important thing, I think, is the white paper, and we are starting the development. Everything is like clear what we want to do, and I think we will move really fast because the setup is pretty ingenious and it can be executed pretty fast. So we will have EVM on Waves soon. It's a separate network, and basically the idea is anybody will be able to launch their own EVMs, by the way, separate, if they like provide some good incentives to miners. And there's going to be an interaction between those chains. It's pretty unique. Yes, and at the end of the AMA, because I promised you to do that during the last AMA, but I didn't do it. Now I will do it. I will send some PET to people who participate in the Pixel game. And PET is just like a fun token that I launched in my spare time, so to say. we don't have like that many people now in Waves. Yeah, so the traction is pretty low because those things like trading games, it's a trading game. It's not an investment. Don't perceive this as an investment. God forbid. It's a game. It's a trading game. Yeah, so they require more people. So there's going to be a bridge to Ethereum, not only for PET, but for any Waves tokens, actually. And we will launch it on Ethereum next week. And the tokenomics is pretty simple. There is a high trading fee of 1%, which gets burned. And basically the supply is constantly reduced. So this is a very simple idea. And there is some other things that I want to introduce to the world of meme coins. There's some other mechanics. When the price is $1, an account that trades, that makes this trade at $1 first, like will get, I think, 0.1% of all future fees and NFT on top. So basically, they will get this PET NFT, they will stake it, and they will be receiving fees from trading. And we can do the same thing going up, like at $2, at $3, so on and so forth. That's the idea. And there are some other ideas I have because it's quite fun, but really we need more action here. Yeah, so there is not many people in Waves now due to events you all know. So we need to maybe reach out to other chains and grow our own community at the same time. Yeah, basically that's it, guys. White paper is coming. So now I'm happy to answer your serious questions and also react to FUD. When WX Launchpad? Good question. Good question, yes. I think some projects will launch on Puzzle and on Swap.fi first. Let me just not tell you right now because I have some ideas about WX. I want to discuss it with them. I haven't even discussed it yet. I have some pretty interesting idea and I want to run it by them because we need to increase the volumes to buy back WXG. And I'm thinking about, because as you know, almost all Waves projects are now in Waves DAO and they receive some funding from Waves Inflation, except for basically WX. And WX is charged with this task to buy back WXG. Now, so we need volumes there, really. So I'm thinking how to do that fast. So maybe Launchpad is not the priority then, because we have Puzzle, we have Swap with their own Launchpad. So maybe we could use them at the beginning. When PET $1? Yeah, why are you asking? Because he wants to make money. Vladimir is here. Hi. When WX marketing? Yeah. There is some marketing. It's not properly launched now, so because the right question will be when will it be launched? This is a good question. I think it should be launched when we have more trading pairs there, because people don't have anything to trade. And I think that Pepe will integrate more Ethereum tokens and they will be traded on WX. And there is this idea I mentioned, which could also help. But I don't want to announce it because I want to discuss it with WX guys, because I might be somehow wrong technically. So I want to discuss it with engineers. But to me, it looks very promising. Basically, I can just give you a small taste. It's an idea to launch derivatives futures markets in a very fast way, leveraged. And they bring volume, as you know, and commission. When L2MP on KuCoin? let's take it slow. I think we have a chance to list it on exchanges. If people are following this like situation waves over the last year and a half, probably they know what I'm talking about. VC cat is out of the bag. I think we will have some VC interaction, guys. So because we've never had it, and it's pretty hard. It's really hard. It's not my thing, to be honest. But we will have to do that. And I don't have any particular hate towards VCs. No, if they help us, I'll be glad. 6 months for too cool from Russian chat. 6 months about to network development and exact deadline. It's realistic, It looks like it can be done faster, but let's be realistic. So let's say 6 months. Yes. Python Ethereum is coming. Vola, it's coming. Synetic people are here. I don't know what they're pitching, but okay. I think they're good guys in a way, but crazy as fuck. The Ethereum community is going to lose their minds. You must be joking, man. Yeah. Peep themed meme coin. It's not peep. It's like it's a duck. It's a fucking duck, man. It's not a fucking frog. It's a duck. Yeah. Okay. I think it's like it's very tongue in cheek, right? So, because I don't like Pepe, to be honest. There is some background. I won't go into details, but I don't like those. Like, I don't want to be political, but I don't like Pepe. You can read on the internet. Why? Did you move WX marketing funds? If so, what for? I borrowed on Puzzle, and I'm not hiding that. Very simple. VC, yeah, next week, because I have a press release in front of me, man. I am very offended. Joaquim, hi. Probably you're Spanish, so it's Joaquim, yeah. Thank you for your support. Yeah, it's okay to fight here, and it's okay to joke. It's okay. I'm not offended, guys. When FOMO pool, Galka, what do you mean? Some thought. I'm doing the same every week. Yeah, okay, sure. I do the same every week. I work, man. FOMO pool. Yeah. I got it. Spanish pool. Yeah. Can we get WX on Ethereum? Sure, we can. Yes, we can. No problem. You should ask Pepe team. There is some like development needed because you can basically list any Ethereum token now on Waves. Pretty simple, like in 1 hour. But the other way around is a bit harder, and it requires several days to implement, and then it will be fast. And yeah, maybe it makes sense to list some tokens on Ethereum. I don't like Peep. Peep, who's Peep? I don't like Pepe. I like Pete. Joaquim, yes. Any news for NSBT? Not so much news around NSBT. At the moment, I can see some fun in the chats. But guys, actually, NSBT depends on XTN. So we are working to increase the XTN price. And it will be reflected in NSBT as well. And also NSBT is needed in any case. There is some problems, I would say, with Surf, which was really unfortunate. Actually, that Surf. Because people are hating me personally because of Surf, so that was not a good, it was unfortunate, let's put it this way. So with Surf, it's a bit harder because we need to really come up with some idea here. But NSBT, should be easier, because the mechanics is pretty simple. Swaps, I understand that there is no issuance now, only redemptions. So it limits the amount of swaps, and also there is some arbitrage. Basically, smart contract price is lower than the market price, which basically disables the arbitrage because nobody is swapping, if it doesn't make sense. Yeah, but still, it's a governance token, and this arbitrage is like, I think, will go away eventually. Yeah, so let's not change anything within SBT for now, at least. Maybe we can improve something, yeah, but let's not do anything drastic right now, because there is some pretty clear utility to it, right? So as for Surf, I promise to come up with something. And at the moment, I think that we shouldn't touch it, because there is a pretty simple and clear idea behind it as well. When back-in ratio is 1, you can redeem. And back-in ratio doesn't mean the price is 1. And if people have burned enough, will have burned enough XTN in future, back-in ratio could be 1, right? So I understand that it could take some time, to put it mildly, maybe a year. So we are talking about like months, right? Several months or a year, right? Maybe more. So, but there is some like light in the end of the tunnel, and I think it should be it, basically, because if we try to do something, we need to understand that it should really work out. If we just drop some L2MP to serve people, the question is how much. There is some utility to serve as well, because it's a governance token too now, and they also receive some swap profits. So probably at this stage, we should not touch it. Maybe a bit later, when back-in ratio is higher, we can somehow return to this question and do something. But for now, I would keep it the way it is. How's going development of L2? Yeah, we have the concept. It's pretty clear. It can be developed pretty fast, I think, because we could reuse some things that are already done, both in Waves and in Ethereum. For example, we won't be coding EVM from scratch, as you understand, right? It doesn't make any sense. We will use existing one. And we reuse those consensus mechanisms that we have in Waves. So I think we will move fast. When we publish the white paper, you will understand that it can be done fast. What should we expect from the new DAO epoch? A good question. First, we need to distribute the rewards, because it's going to be rewards, not slashing, for the first milestone. This first milestone will be like a one-off thing. It won't repeat in future, I hope. So because there's not going to be any slashing because of XTN donation. As you know, around 10 million, no more, 19 or 20 million XTN was donated to the treasury. So basically, DAO is in profit, just like by default. So probably we will reward everyone just for participation. But this will be only once. Starting from the next period, there's going to be slashing, of course, because we had it was a very rocky start, I would say. Yeah, it wasn't so smooth under the circumstances, of course. And there is some issues, because some people could be slashed, but we won't do this at this time. So we have to basically calculate the rewards for the first milestone, distribute them. I think it will happen within weeks. I'm not sure about the next week. But this will happen, I think, in the first half of August. And starting from the second period, second milestone, there's going to be a proper slashing. The full machinery should turn on, and also not all the projects were able to send their tokens. This is also a problem, and I'm not sure that they will. But during the second milestone, all projects that have received funding will send their tokens back, and probably will have token launches. And starting from the second period, we will have like full proper accounting of everything there. But first period is just like to launch, basically to reward people for sticking to waves, to reward your activity. So everybody's going to get some profits. That I guarantee you, kind of like, because I can do that. Yeah, I can't guarantee you everything, but this can be done. To increase back-in ratio, we need more volume. Not really, actually. We need to burn more XTM. 2 weeks. You say, yes, I'm checking my DMs, guys, and some people who are stuck in the virus or in WX regularly messaging me. Sometimes I can come up with some funds, but now it's pretty hard, guys. So give me some time, but not in general, based on their situation, so. Do you have a plan to not keep getting liquidated on puzzle land? Absolutely, man. So it was like a bad thing on last Saturday. Somebody, I think, manipulated the market, and it was like probably 1 hour I was away from a laptop. It was Saturday or Sunday morning, I guess. Yes. And I was away like for 1 hour, kind of like, so I was really pissed, to be honest. So I don't want to get liquidated, of course. I understand that like this position is not really looking good. But I'm on it, yeah, because it's pretty, as you know, we are like in a pretty bad financial dire straits at the moment. I'm not trying to hide that. But I'm not I'm not desperate about it either, so. So you have to do things like that, so. But the situation is like that for many, many months, and we are still moving forward, It was George Soros, man. No, it was George personally. It wasn't Alameda. It was George fucking Soros. Yes, I can prove that next time. What is this? Yeah. Interesting thing. I totally forgot because so many things. So there's going to be power token buyback. 5% of funds that go to Waves DAO will be used to buy back power and send it to miners, staked, so that they can vote in Waves DAO. And this proposal has been accepted, I think, unanimously, by the way. Everybody likes it. And the transaction will happen on Sunday, as far as I can remember. And starting from Sunday, power token will be bought back from the market and sent to the miners. Yeah, that's him. George Soros fucked me over. Yeah. Yeah, it's not like, yeah, as for Surf, I can repeat basically, I think that it should be kept the way it is. So because if we don't have a totally terrific idea, and I don't, we shouldn't change anything, because there is a pretty clear like roadmap. Yeah, of course it depends on XTN, but if XTN is okay, Surf will be okay as well. So guys, either we come up with something like ingenious, some kind of like great idea, or we keep things the way they are at the moment. Uh, you look like you have lost. No, man. I'm like, okay. No, come on. Let me take a look at myself. No, I'm like, I do less sport now, actually, kind of like. So I can't drop any weight, I guess. Maybe I even gain some. Um, Can DAO add an estimate for how much their LP tokens can be redeemed? Okay, I didn't calculate that, man. So I can't come up with the right estimate. I won't try to, give you some number and then there is some other number. Let us calculate. I wanted to get down to that next week. When office tour, when somebody's here, I'm alone in the office here. Basically, people are like spread all over the world now, and probably we don't need that office. We will probably drop it soon, or maybe. But if somebody's Dubai, just pin me. I'm here, I think, for some time now. Maybe for a week or two, I'll be here more. More questions. Yeah, great meme of Pablo Escobar. Give me more questions. I'm not sure our Dubai office because nobody is here, at least in summer, so only myself. So, and not so many people are in Dubai now because Dubai is very expensive. And in summer, it's hard to be here. I like it here a lot because I like heat, but for most people, it's kind of like impossible. People from India, from Africa are doing well here now. But Europeans are not so much. Not so much, But I like heat. This is my like personal thing. And Dubai is very good because there is no people now here. So good now here, like no people. Like it's amazing. Empty streets, like so nice. Any plans for waves on V1? Yes. Good question. Yeah, we will have to redeem it. I think we will have to turn on the vesting into XTN as well for V1, also allowing people to convert to L2MP. Basically, it should work the same as the current vesting. This is the only idea I can come up with, and I think this is the only way here. Do you have any MPT? Yeah, I issued it, right? I have MPT, man. I issued it. You can issue a token, call it IRLAO token 1 trillion, and we will have crypto as well, or like Irish token, Ireland token. Ladyboy token, absolutely. Yeah. But you can pay ladyboys in Thailand with this token, or ladyboys can pay you. Depends. Sasha, tell me, will the student in Waves DAO get good? I think we will make sure that people are content, are happy. You can't satisfy everyone, but I think it's like, people didn't bring any money there, right? Some power tokens like that much, like small amount, and like it just like give away, right? We're like handing out money. So it's like it's a handout, guys. The market price reflects the demand of the token. Yeah, basically it's very simple. Why the price is low, so I can explain. I messaged in the Russian chat in the morning. So it doesn't matter actually at the beginning. So there is no utility, right, to it at the moment. It's coming. So it is a token that you can withdraw from Virus if you are stuck there and sell immediately. Also, you can withdraw XTN from Virus, but in portions, investing, right? So it can't cost more. Its price can be more than XTN price. It's just impossible. Like if there is no utility, and there is no utility at the moment except for staking, right? So it's okay that it's less than XTN price. It's okay, man. It can't be any other way. When we have some news regarding the L2, when people will have to lease their L2 MP to miners to participate in L2, things will change. And for now, the idea was to allow more people who are like Waves old-timers to get more of those tokens through a very high APY. APY is not really high, it's like 30% per year, but it's like on all tokens. And it's flat, the curve is flat. So if people stake some tokens, API turns out to be very high. It's a very simple idea. So people who convert fast, they get very high APY. But API on average is 30%. Also, all L2 tokens will be leased at Waves funding node. I think it can happen, yeah, because they are very active. And it's like there is some like synergy between community and the miners, because we have to launch this token, because otherwise miners won't have any incentives to support L2. But it's not new miners. It's like the miners that we have now are old miners community, and they benefit from it. And also the community benefits. They don't have to pay any money because they have XTN. So they swap XTN into this new token and they participate. And they have to work with the miners to make profits. So there's some kind of like synergy, symbiosis between different actors in our ecosystem. And that's the idea here. And I really hope it works out. It's not like the idea is very simple, and people are like asking why such high APY, but nobody's like, okay. So because I want to say that nobody is suggesting anything better, but this is not your work, right? And sometimes you suggest nice things, you propose nice improvements, and I always check the chats to understand your ideas. Any plans for APY of L1 Wave staking? Please explain. Yes, this swap announcement, basically is nothing major. We are just swapping our old wrapped token on Ethereum Waves token into the new one, into Pepe's one, Pepe Bridges one. That's it. So if you have some Waves on Ethereum, you should swap. If you have it on exchanges, it's okay. You can swap as well, but they will swap it for you, basically. Exchanges, I mean. Currently API always taking, yeah, but there's LP tokens, so it's a bit too early to calculate the APY. Okay, APY can be calculated at any time, yeah? But let's wait till the DAO is fully launched, and when there is this milestone settled, I think it can be pretty good, because those tokens haven't been distributed. There's only LP token of Waves DAO, But there is so many things that are coming to miners. For example, power token is coming to miners. L2MP is coming to miners. So let's just wait a little. Okay, I understand that people were expecting XTN to go up in price as a rocket, but unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. So we will have to work to create the right incentives for people to create the right products, and only then it will be reflected in the price, because we just can't pump it with money, as you understand. Just raise a block reward. No, it can't be done, man. It doesn't make sense, and I can't do that because miners vote for this. And it can be increased only by 0.25 waves per, I forgot, around 3 months. So it can be gradually increased or decreased through miners voting. And it can be done any other way. And miners are not voting for the increase currently. Because increase, I think, it can be increased some, like maybe up to 10 waves. But after that, it will reflect on the waves price. Because people think that, inflation can kill the price. It really can, but it depends on the amount of inflation. If it's small, or at least not big, as it is now, it doesn't impact the price. But if it's really big, it will impact the price. So we have to be very careful here. Still considering power airdrop to shareholders? Yes, I think after the milestone settlement, so people don't dump because they will see some value in power and won't be dumping it as crazy. And they will see this value after, hopefully, after the first settlement. Yes, Galka, you're right. In this case, you're right. I can't disagree. There has to be some fine line between no inflation and huge inflation, and there is some sweet spot, right? And I think we are there currently. 10 waves probably won't kill us, but it's it's bordering some problems, I guess. It's where we would be on the brink of some major flood, so. And if it goes higher, it will be even without any FUD, because inflation is bad for public perception, as I understand. Our public perception is awful in any case, but if we increase inflation, that would be a very serious shot in the food, So I wouldn't do that. Eventually, if L2 is okay, there is a new token there, right? And people get it, and miners will receive it, because the same miners who support L1 will be supporting L2. And there's going to be new inflation of new token. And maybe we can even increase in the future inflation on waves. Not increase, but decrease. When Pete Ethereum, yeah, I mentioned guys in Pepe Bridges are working on that. There is some release they have to make before that. They are releasing new waves token on Ethereum, Waves native token or waves, wrapped waves on Ethereum today. And basically, it means that they can launch Pete, because waves on Ethereum is the same thing, more or less. But they wanted to make another release. There is some nice idea to aggregate different stables from different networks into one token. And because now on WX you have USDT Ethereum, USDT Polygon, USDT Tron, and it's confusing. So they are trying to aggregate this into one token. and I think they're almost done. And right after that, there's going to be Pete on Ethereum. Can we get more Waves projects on their non-Waves exchange like Gate.io? Yeah, we can. We have to pay them. I think it's 50K-ish, something like that. What will be the name? No, it's just what will be the name of Pepe Team aggregated stablecoin. No, it's not like that. It's just USDT, but it's not like USDT, Ethereum, Polygon, Tron. It's just USDT. So its name of USDT coin will be USDT, and they're not going to be like broken down into different chains. This will be one coin. Like it is pool based, obviously. So there is some pools underneath, and the liquidity is aggregated, and there is one token. So when you trade on Wave Exchange on WX, you will see one USDT market, one USDC market, and so on. Not different USDT, Ethereum, USDT, Polygon, USDT, Tron markets. Yeah, cheaper than 1 billion, 1 million and a half, 1.5 million on FTX. They asked us. Yeah, it was very funny because I was like, I remember that. I understand that guys are pretty, how to say, interesting, like. Do you use your Waves Armor card? Yes, I think they want to launch funds. Not some VC. They want to raise some VC funds now, and this is their goal at the moment. So I don't really use it, but it's a nice product actually. I'm not sure how they will move forward in future, because I think there is some problem with products like that. But the idea is pretty nice. I like it actually, and they have a very huge network of Victor is a very good networker. I think he'll be successful eventually. Yeah, man, I don't have any crypto, at least not that I didn't issue myself, I have only crypto that I issue myself, and even that I don't have Waves, so it's kind of yeah. I have GWX. Yes, I have WX locked. Yeah, sure, I do have that. I have. It's locked. I can't sell it. It's locked. How he survives? Yeah. So basically, I'm borrowing on Puzzle, and so I get by. A miracle. It might be a miracle, man. Yeah. When third-party developers can realistically expect to be able to play with Waves EVM on StageNet? I think around November, I guess. November. Let's be realistic. Can we burn 100 million on WX? I think actually WX in tokenomics is not so bad, and because there is a lot of locked WX, but in the market you don't have that many. It's pretty few tokens. So I'm not sure about burning. So what would that change? If we could buy some tokens from the market and burn them, that would change things. But just burn tokens that are not in the market, it wouldn't change anything, at least immediately. PP stablecoins. What are you talking about, man? It's like you. Yeah, I'm launching a new stablecoin like in 5 minutes, and tomorrow I will launch another one. Yeah, I will be launching a stablecoin per day from now on. Like USD A, USD B, USD C, USD D, USD, and so on. And then I will use also Chinese characters, you know. Yeah. In a good day, I will launch two. USD N. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Yeah. I decided not to turn things around. You know, I think that we never had anything like that we can really treasure, right? So we need to do something else that we haven't done before. So let's not turn things around. Let's take things into other direction. This is like the new plan. Yeah, this like picture looks like my father, like the same face. So it's so funny. Use the Pete, backed by Pete. And yeah, sure. Yeah. Cool. Yes. As for XXG on Veers, are you sure, Galka? Actually, I forgot to ask. Can you convert XXG to L2MP on Veers? I'm forgetting to ask. Okay. I will check. Yeah. Okay, guys. So more questions, and we will do this finally. We will do this thing with pixels. I can see Vitaly here today. I hope he's fine. He should chime in basically, because I'm worried, you know, because he's in a very bad area in Odessa, or like in that area. Who is Sasha? Good question. Sasha is some dude. Aren't you in this room? Which room? Yeah. What? Sometimes people think that Sasha is a female name. In Russian, it's male's name, coming from French, I guess, as far as I understand. But females can be Sashas too in Russian. Yeah, it's my AMA. Yes, man, it's my AMA. Yeah. Okay, guys. So I think we don't have any more questions. So let me do this thing with. Let me take a look at. It's mood board. You can basically buy pixels. Yeah, please, Galka, please try to do that. UI might be there, but it might not work. So just check. But I will find out in any case. Okay, not so many tokens burned. but I promised to do that, so I will do that. So I will send Pete to top 3 winners. Okay, I can do that after, guys. I think I'll send 1,000, 500, and 300. Okay, so more questions? Sorry, guys. Sorry. I pressed the button somehow. There is sound now, yeah? Yeah, okay. Pink microphone. But I'm not using it. What's yeah, okay. So let's wrap it up. Next week, once again, white paper should be there. Pools for L2MP with inflation in them, so that people don't sell like crazy. Although they can, it's not a big deal, I think. Yeah. So this is the most important, and we are developing L2. This is the most important thing. Let's focus on that. Good AMA. Thank you, Vola. Yeah. Thanks, my Irish friend as well. Never been to Ireland, but must be a nice place. The trend towards more fun, yeah, we shouldn't, so yeah, maybe like let's guys not be depressed, because last year was very bad, not for Waze, but for the world, probably I took things not in Waze, but like in general too seriously a bit, because I had some like the general situation kind of like amazed me absolutely, because they're fighting in my hometown now, basically, it's crazy. I could have never imagined that. And also some like personal stuff, but I think we should be more independent of this, because we create our own reality, and let's just focus on what we can do, not on what other people are doing. Yeah. So I'm not a good motivational speaker, so I won't continue with this. I wish you a nice week. We are working, more things are coming. I'm pretty pumped about our L2. Really, it's not some kind of, because we have been thinking for months about how to do that, because it's pretty hard now to come up with something unique in crypto. I mean in core development, the technology is kind of like near the end game, I guess. We would need some major breakthroughs to move forward. Maybe like something totally new, like absolutely new. So it's not easy to come up with a cool low-level solution. You can come up with some DApps, but to create something like really deep, it's hard. Yeah. So, but we have something good, I think, and I'm very excited. So yeah, guys, I love you all, including the fathers, the worth of them. I have a nice, productive week. More news are coming. Is coming. English is my not native language, obviously. See you next week. I love you all. Bye, guys.